Bienvenue to another haunted place, but this time, pas à Paris, not in Paris. We are dans un magnifique château historique, an historical castle. Let's see if it's really haunted. Allons-y. So we just got off the TR from Paris in a place called Brive-la-Gaillarde that really resembles to my last name. This place is really special because it's a historical chateau, castle, that exists since the 13th century. So il a vraiment vécu beaucoup de choses. It went through many things and many families and many events. We're gonna have a closer look. After these beautiful flowers, on rentre devant le château. We look at the front of the castle. Et regarde-moi ces décorations, these decorations. I've never seen anything like it. And even though we're still the daytime, même si c'est encore le jour, ça me fait un peu peur. Look at that massive spider that's the size of Mei. Mei is not spooked out now because it's still daytime, but I'm sure at nighttime, on aura trop peur. We're gonna be so scared. So this castle, ce château, il y a beaucoup d'histoires. In the 18th century, it was bought by a man called Henri de Jouvenel. Et pourquoi il est important? Why is he important? It's because he was the husband of the one and only Colette, the very famous French writer. That was at that time, c'était à l'époque, but today, what is it? Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est un hôtel, it's a hotel that also has two restaurants, dont un restaurant Michelin étoilé, one Michelin-starred restaurant, un restaurant gastronomique, so very a high-end restaurant, qu'on va goûter plus tard, that we're gonna try later, before seeing the haunted, spooky park. Let's first see the castle before it comes alive at night. Donc on va monter les escaliers, we're gonna go up the stairs. Déjà, la première impression, the first impression is look at this decoration, cette décoration. Il y a vraiment des citrouilles de partout. There's like pumpkins everywhere. Ils ont vraiment redécoré, they redecorated everything. And so I think it's perfect for the haunted, spooky season. Et j'ai trop hâte de découvrir l'intérieur, so let's go inside. Ici, c'est le lobby. Here is the main lobby of the hotel. On voit déjà qu'il y a de la décoration même en intérieur, mais on va regarder derrière, we're gonna go back, pour le restaurant. Et ici, c'est le restaurant Colette, which is un restaurant gastronomique, so a very high-end restaurant qu'on va goûter ce soir, that we're gonna taste. Mais pour l'instant, regarde cette magnifique salle, this beautiful room. Elle s'appelle la salle cheminée. So cheminée means fireplace. And that's because il y a une magnifique cheminée de l'époque. There's a beautiful fireplace. Apparently, les demandes en mariage, people who ask themselves in marriage, ils s'assoient ici, they sit here. Si on continue dans l'autre salle, if we go into the next room, there's also tables for the restaurant. Mais ce qui est vraiment fou, what's crazy is that la table tout au fond, the table at the very end, c'est là où Colette s'asseyait. It's where she would sit to write. Perhaps that's where she wrote her famous book, Gigi. Ce qui est fou is that she wrote over 50 books, plus de 50 livres. And she wrote a few of them here while she was married. She was a very interesting French lady, une femme très intéressante, parce que déjà, elle adorait les animaux, she loved animals, et elle adorait les chiens. So she talks a lot about them in her books. She was a woman that was very ahead of her time, because she was a bit rebellious in the way she acted. First of all, she would smoke, elle fumait, and à l'époque, at the time, this was really strange for a woman to do. Elle portait des pantalons, she would wear pants, but she made amazing books. Elle a créé des super livres, and she was the first woman to win le Prix Goncourt, which is the highest French literature award that anyone can receive. Donc bravo à elle for that. And so it's crazy to think that such a person affects so many French people because we've all heard about her stories and her books, and that here we can just feel like we're living with her because we can see ces tableaux, these frames, you can see the kind of spirit that she had. And il y a un portrait d'elle ici. There is a beautiful portrait of her here. Je trouve qu'elle est très chic, elle a beaucoup d'élégance. You can see that she's a woman of strong character with a lot of elegance. If we go into the last room, c'est mon salon. It's my living room of dreams. Mais il y a des magnifiques meubles. There is beautiful furniture here. And it's really the decoration from the time. I love how Mei makes herself completely at home here because we were here earlier actually doing some work. Et vraiment le esprit de l'époque, how it was at the time, I feel like on est transporté dans le temps. And now, allons voir la chambre. Let's go see the room. Allons voir la chambre. Let's go see the room. Vas-y, Mimi. Welcome to our room. Wow, la chambre, c'est un ancien plafond. It's the old ceilings that actually had ces poutres. And wow, Mémé, elle est à l'aise. Hein? Mémé is so comfortable here. And ici, je me dis, on a un endroit pour s'asseoir. We have a place to sit. Wow, il y a un petit balcon. There's a little balcony. On va voir la vue. Let's look at the view. What does Corrèze, this region of southwest France, look like? Wow, c'est fou. I've never spent the night dans un château. C'est ma première fois. It's my first time. And you can see that we're really in a modern style room. We can see que c'est un vrai château that looks like a real castle parce que c'est vraiment tout ce qu'il y avait de l'époque, all the architecture and the building of the time. On a l'impression que le château nous appartient, that the castle belongs to us. Mais déjà, l'air, c'est pas comme à Paris. It's much fresher than in Paris. Et il y a plein d'arbres. C'est très très beau. Wow, donc chambre très très belle. On a même les vieilles armoires de l'époque, the old wardrobes of the time. Et je vois, on a un petit escalier. We have a little staircase. Allons voir ce qu'il y a. Let's go see what's there. Wow! La salle de bain est immense. The bathroom is absolutely huge. Même Mémé is like, what are we doing in such a huge bathroom? Avec une petite vue, with a little view here. Et ce miroir, wow, this mirror is huge. Ça, c'est mon miroir de rêve, my absolute dream mirror. So a huge bathroom avec une chambre avec beaucoup de charme, with a room with lots of charm. Nous sommes maintenant dans le restaurant gastronomique. Restaurant gastronomique means fine dining restaurant. C'est un restaurant gastronomique. It's because they have elevated cuisine. They also take into account the setting and they take into account the dishes and they also take into account the wine pairing. So if you have all of these things, you can be considered un restaurant gastronomique. And this one is a very famous one dans la région because even before coming here, à Paris, I went to a market and the farmer was telling me that she's from this region and that she came here for her 20th birthday, which was like 25 years ago. So this shows that ce château a vécu beaucoup, it went through a lot, et ça a quand même une très bonne réputation. It has a great reputation in this region. On vient d'arriver au restaurant. We just got to the restaurant that is called Castel Novel, the name of the château. On ouvre le menu, we open the menu. C'est écrit vin et boisson, so wine and drinks. Et ici, c'est écrit si j'avais un fils à marier, if I had a son to marry, je lui dirais, I would tell him, be careful of girls that don't like le vin, wine, le fromage, cheese, and la musique. So I guess these are the 3 things to be happy in life, and that you need to be able to like these 3 things for the girl to be able to marry her son. Sacré Colette. Usually je prends des mocktails sans alcool, mais on fait une exception. And I think I'm gonna pick the cocktail that is called le Castel Blue. So il y a du rhum, il y a du lait de coco, coconut milk, il y a du jus d'ananas, pineapple juice, il y a de la cannelle, cinnamon, everything I love. Regarde ce cocktail. This cocktail is like absolutely huge. Ça fait la taille de mon visage, the size of my face. On va goûter si c'est bon. We're gonna taste if it's good. Wow, pas trop sucré, pas trop acide, vraiment parfait. And I actually really love la couleur bleue, blue color, donc c'est trop marrant à voir. On vient de recevoir le foie gras, and as you can see, c'est super bien présenté. It's so beautifully presented. Et ils ont dit qu'il y a un peu de pain d'épices. Pain d'épices in French is like this gingerbread spice that they put on the outside. Et il y a aussi la crème brûlée de foie gras pour équilibrer le goût. It's to balance the taste. J'ai trop hâte de goûter ça. On prend le couteau et la fourchette de l'extérieur. I'm gonna take it from the outside. I personally switch them, même s'il ne faut pas. On va couper un petit bout de foie gras mi-cuit. So the foie gras has been semi-cooked. On va mettre un peu d'agrumes with a bit of the grapefruit. Wow! Le foie gras est salé, le foie gras est salty. Et on va goûter le foie gras caramélisé, which I guess is like a foie gras crème brûlée. I've never had foie gras comme crème as a cream, mais c'est intéressant. I think je mettrai un peu de pain. I would put a bit of bread. Mais je pense que d'avoir... Merci. Exactly what was missing on time, c'était du pain. Je pense que le foie gras va très bien avec du pain. Je viens de recevoir mon verre de vin, which is du Sancerre. I was hesitating between du Sancerre et du Chablis, and she was telling me that Sancerre goes better with this. Et on a le magret de canard, which is actually the dog's breast. It's made from that. And then after it's roasted, c'est rôti. Du coup, il y a ça avec de la crème de cassis, which is blackberry sauce. Ça a l'air trop bon. It looks absolutely amazing. On a la sèche. La sèche is a type of fish. It says comme une carbonara avec de la purée de pommes de terre. So, ça a l'air trop bon. Le poisson est parfaitement cuit, perfectly cooked. And they sliced it so that it kind of has like the pasta texture. Intéressant comme goût, super interesting. We're tasting seafood et fruits de mer, but also we're tasting carbonara. On va goûter de la purée de patates, so mashed potato. Purée de pommes de terre, a good mashed potato pendant l'hiver, during winter, c'est parfait. Du coup, ici, on a le magret de canard et on a la polenta right there. And then, on a un peu de foie gras. J'ai pris le magret de canard en rosé, so pas à point, not fully cooked, mais avec de la sauce de cassis. I never thought there would be such a good fine dining dans un château comme ça. I feel like I'm taken back in time et avec des saveurs de folie with amazing flavors. Nous venons de terminer nos plats. We just finished the main dishes qui étaient absolument délicieux. Mais maintenant, on va garder nos desserts pour plus tard. I asked the chef if it was possible to keep our desserts parce que we're gonna go one last time to le parc d'Halloween because it's about to close and I don't want to miss cette expérience. Donc, allons avoir peur. Let's go get scared. Et la nuit, je suis retournée au parc. I went back to the Halloween park by night and it has nothing related to by day and by night. At night, it definitely resembles a horror movie. If you've seen some, if you're in the spooky season, the decorations are so well done and there was lights and there was music. But what scared me the most, qui m'a fait très très peur, c'est tous les personnages. It's all the characters. So there's all the horror movie typical characters that we see, but they're so well hidden. Ils sont très très bien cachés que ça m'a fait extrêmement peur. You can see a clip of me right here being super scared. Et aussi, il y a un tunnel de la terreur, which is a terror tunnel. So this you need to be at least 18 years old. Il faut avoir au moins 18 ans pour y rentrer, to go inside, because it's actually very scary. It says that people, who have cardiac problems or pregnant women, they don't advise it either. Parce qu'en fait, il y a des gens qui se cachent. There are people hiding within the tunnel. And c'est un tunnel, en fait, vraiment noir. Et en plus, c'est la nuit. Et il n'y a que quelques lumières. There are a few lights. Et il y a des sons de partout. There are sounds everywhere. Et puis d'un coup, t'as quelqu'un qui sort. There's suddenly a guy that jumps out with a sound machine or with a mask. Et ça faisait très peur. I was super happy because I was able to run into 2 people. But thanks to them, I was able to go out and pull through. J'avais très peur, mais ça valait vraiment le coup. It was really worth it. It's definitely way better than a spooky haunted house because you have the full experience and then you can see le château derrière, you can see the castle in the back. Honestly, j'avais un peu peur pour rentrer toute seule. I was a bit afraid to go back to the château by myself. Nous sommes le lendemain, we are the next day, et nous sommes au petit déjeuner. We're here for breakfast, dans une autre salle, in another room that is also very beautiful, avec une vue sur le parc, with a view of the park. Pour le petit déjeuner, j'ai pris du chocolat chaud, hot chocolate, du jus d'orange, orange juice. J'ai pris une compote bonne maman that I've never tried. I love compotes that are made of apple. On a bien sûr un croissant and we have bread, du pain. And my favorite, c'est un œuf à la coque. Je mangeais ça avec mes grands-parents. I would eat this with my grandparents. Et en fait, on prenait le pain pour le couper en fines tranches. We would cut it in thin slices. Et on mettait bien sûr du beurre. We would put butter. Mais moi, j'adore le beurre demi-sel, which is semi-salted butter, le meilleur, the best. Et on le trempait dedans. We would dip it inside. Et c'était super bon. So let's see if it's as good as I remember. Et après, on trempe, we dip. Wow. That's an œuf à la coque. The reason why I don't have them often in Paris is because l'œuf doit être très très frais. It needs to come from a farmer. Donc Il n'y en a pas, on ne sait pas toujours si c'est extrêmement frais ou pas. Wow. L'expérience d'hier soir était super intéressante, really interesting. Surtout que j'étais seule, I was alone. Donc vraiment faire le parc la nuit, to do the park at night by yourself, c'est une autre expérience. J'ai pas pu trop filmer, I couldn't film too much parce qu'il y avait beaucoup de bruit, there was a lot of noise et que j'avais honnêtement très peur. I was very, very scared. Mais c'était vraiment très chouette. I think even if you're not a fan of getting scared, juste l'expérience de voir toutes les décorations, seeing all the decorations lit up at night, ils ont fait un vraiment super boulot. And I've worked with other castles before, and I've never seen such a setup. Ils ont vraiment passé énormément de temps, so much time. Donc vraiment chapeau. Ce que j'aime beaucoup, what I really like, is qu'il y a des personnes en fait qui ont des personnages, they have characters, and so there's a lady qui fait la sorcière that does the witch, there's another man who's the sawman, and you know, having grown up watched some horror movies, I felt like I was inside it, but especially that on était vraiment immersés, completely immersed, and I'm pretty sure maybe in your country or in some countries where they celebrate Halloween a lot, it must be similar. But what really made it truly special was that we're dans un château, et aussi un lieu historique, a very historical place, so ça rajoute des histoires. But c'est vraiment chouette, honnêtement, et j'ai trop hâte des autres événements, the other events that they'll be organizing. Do let me know how you're celebrating Halloween or if you celebrate Halloween, because I'm so curious about how different people in different countries celebrate it. En France, on le fait pas trop, mais je trouve que ça commence à arriver. I feel like it's starting to arrive, and the fact that they're mixing it in historical places comme les châteaux, je trouve ça très chouette. Let me know if you would want to spend a spooky Halloween night also in a castle. Now I know why the French writer Colette was inspired to write books here, qu'elle a écrit des livres, parce que de dormir dans un château, to sleep in a castle, c'est vraiment une expérience à part. It's a whole other experience, especially doing it during this haunted series that I'm actually doing. The other episodes are in the description that you could watch. C'était vraiment une expérience à part. It was a wild, crazy experience, surtout in this haunted season that I absolutely was so scared from the park. It's really worth doing, and doing it in a historical place comme ce magnifique château, like this beautiful castle. I want to thank the castle for inviting me, and I can't wait to see the castle in different settings, perhaps in spring or in winter. If you want to see other French cultural videos, I have a lot, and I've done other castles as well. Right now there are so many episodes in this haunted series that you can go check out right after this video. And so I hope to see you very soon. Merci beaucoup et stay spooky!